Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Table Talk Tokyo. My name is Menya, just like Kenya, and today's special guest is a friend of mine. I've known him for probably 7 to 8 years. His name is Tarun. He's a yoga instructor here in the city. He's actually my first yogi on this show, and so it'll be interesting to talk to a guy who's from the birthplace of yoga, teaching yoga here in Japan. Why did you come to Japan?
It's the first thing is since my
Actually, I've
childhood.
never asked you this. I've never
since
asked you this.
childhood,
Yeah.
I was living Japan.
Yeah.
So and moreover, I wanted to be samurai either or ninja.
Interesting.
So for that, when I was kid,
Yeah.
what I could do,
Yeah.
I was learning karate.
Yeah.
I became first karate teacher.
Okay. Really? In Japan?
No, in India.
In India, okay.
In which school I was teaching, I became teacher as well.
Yeah.
So then after that yoga was always part of my life.
Okay. So when you're young and you wanted to become a samurai or a ninja,
Yes.
where did that come from? Like from cartoons or
actually
anime
in a summer we were seeing some afternoon program that nobody watched in India when I was kid.
Okay.
But I was seeing that, and a few programs were coming from Japan.
Yeah.
And it was like a samurai. They were showing ninjas, sword fight and everything.
Yeah.
Like I was really fascinated.
Yeah.
That time, who they are.
Yeah.
I want to be like that.
Yeah.
So I was covering my body with clothes, black clothes, and trying to pretend
Throwing Chinese stars or ninja stars. Interesting.
So the closest thing what we were having that time was karate only.
Okay.
So that's why I learned karate.
Okay.
Otherwise.
And then you transitioned from learning karate to teaching karate in India.
Yeah, because after a certain level, if you become teacher.
Okay.
So
now do you practice karate at all?
Only a few times, but my body is always conditioned because of yoga.
Yeah.
So,
okay. And then you said yoga's always been a part of your life. When did you start doing yoga?
Yoga I don't remember because it's like a culture in my house.
Interesting.
So for example, right now I'm sitting in Sukhasana, but we eat like this position we eat. So it's like a day-to-day life things. Even if I don't want to do, I'm doing.
Where does yoga make its way into, I know this is a broad category, but Indian culture?
I think there is no Indian who never experienced a single time yoga, because in India somehow it's like a normal thing. So it's not like you have to go to yoga studio to do yoga.
And is it considered even exercise, or is it almost like spiritual?
It's really good combination with spiritual and because yoga is like inside and outside. Okay, so if you want to take it physical, it's physical. If you want to take it spiritual, it has spiritual things. It's a full package kind of,
And so when you were growing up, for your family, which side was it more on? Was it
more spiritual?
More spiritual experience.
Yeah,
which is why it was part of your life.
We are priests, so we do more like, more like mantra chanting and more like inside meditation things. I started to do meditation, I don't even remember.
Yeah, how young you were.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like,
So when you see, this is fascinating. So you grew up in a culture where yoga and both the physical and the spiritual side of yoga are just a part of your upbringing. And then you come to Japan and now you teach at some point we were both freelance modeling and doing random stuff. And then you decide, I'm going to take this yoga practice that I've always done, and I guess I can turn that into a business here in Japan because people want that kind of thing. So then two questions is, one, how did that transition kind of go? And then secondly, how do you feel maybe now, considering how much yoga has been commercialized into this business? Because now yoga, mainstream yoga is not a spiritual experience. It's like spiritual, but it's not. It's like this physical thing with a little bit of spirituality, but and that must be a really interesting thing for you because you grew up with it, and it's for you it's probably quite, I don't say pure, but it's like a part of who you are. So I guess that's two parts, but the first part would be when you came to Japan, when you were in Japan, how did you transition from modeling to yoga?
Actually, when I was doing also modeling, I was getting call for teaching yoga.
Yeah.
Because, for example, when I was...
From agencies?
Not agencies.
Okay.
It's like, that time I was preparing for Bollywood.
Okay.
So I was learning dance.
Yeah.
I was going for like an action team.
Yeah.
I was doing like...
Thinking that you would move back to India and then act in Bollywood.
Oh,
interesting.
So then, but that time also, like, for example, my dance teacher, she was wanting to be yoga instructor. But she got certificate. Yeah. But she does not know how to teach.
Yeah.
Now I have to teach
her how to teach.
Yeah, how to teach.
Yeah.
So these calls were always there.
Yeah.
Like I went, how modeling things go. Sometimes you have to do like art modeling or, low pay job. So when I went to that culture center, so that culture center's manager like, oh, can't you teach yoga here?
Yeah.
Like, if it is good paid, I can. So they were like arranging events.
Yeah.
So I was like, slowly I was getting in. It's complete natural. I never decided to be
a yoga instructor. It kind of just happened.
I never thought, like, really. I never was thinking yoga is my main job. Yeah. Because I was doing so naturally this thing. Yeah. No one pays I do that.
Yeah. So interesting. So then you take that and so you wind up becoming, now like a full-blown yoga instructor. The whole package now is yoga. And then living in a country that's so kind of commercial like Japan is, how do you feel about that?
It's like a small lamp in a dark. Because either way, I teach any place, I teach my style. Yeah. In Japan, many times if you use mantra or something, they will not like it. Yeah. But I teach on my condition. Yeah. So I'm just a small lamp.
Yeah. Interesting. What would be your philosophy on fitness or health and wellness, maybe as it relates to yoga?
If I see fitness, it's like, I believe in a health first and fitness is two things, I believe. Okay. Like, Kenko and Genki.
Yeah, interesting.
So, I believe like, if you are healthy, you can be fit. But if you are fit, you might not be healthy. So, I believe to make people more healthy, then turn into fitness. So, approach is from inside to outside.
What do you think is your favorite part of the yoga industry?
Like what I enjoy?
Sure. Or what you like about it. It can be what you personally enjoy, but it can also be like, what are some of the good features of the industry?
The best thing, it's about everything positive.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, even you meet someone, you work with someone, they all are positive people.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed. Yeah.
So when you meet someone, you don't feel dull. You feel like little more uplifted.
Correct.
And there are always something to learn from someone. Yeah. In this field, because everyone is special, right? Yeah. So something you're gonna learn from them. Yeah. And learning is there, positive energy is there.
I totally agree.
Money is there.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, what is something that maybe you don't really like about the industry? Either the yoga industry as a whole, or maybe the fitness industry.
The same thing, it's too much commercial right now.
Too commercial, okay.
Yeah.
Japan or in general?
Oh, especially Japan.
Okay. Tell me about it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not in the industry, so
it's like, before Corona things, because right now I'm not collecting all data. Yeah. But before Corona, it's like, some reverse question to answer here.
Yeah.
That if you want to be a sushi chef, how many years you have to spend?
Yeah. Your lifetime.
But 5 years for getting license. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 5 years you have to spend. Yeah. For just cutting hair, 3 years around. Yeah. Okay. But to be a yoga teacher, 100 hours enough,
Yeah.
And you are playing with someone's life.
Yeah.
How come it is possible?
Yeah.
Even at the same time, if you want to be karate master, you have to be like a 10 years experience. Yeah. And just 100 hours. Yeah. Enough.
Yeah.
It's like, someone just... It's just market right now.
Yeah. In the yoga space, I understand that. There's RYT 100, RYT 200. There's all these different 500,
300, 5,000.
Correct. But actually, compared to an industry like personal training, that's a lot of hours. On the personal training side, you can download like an ebook basically from the internet, or you pay however much money to have a book sent to you, and then you take an online exam, and then congratulations, you're a personal trainer. It's like that could take you could technically do that in probably 2 days. If you ordered the book and it came next day delivery, and then you opened the book and took the exam, you finding the answers from the book, technically you could then pass, and 2 days later you're a personal trainer with the so, and obviously that's the easiest way to do it, and then the more advanced way, you go to school and then you come out with a degree in exercise science, and then you might get a master's in whatever. So you can obviously do a lot and become quite good, but the barrier to entry in general for most things, personal training, yoga, Pilates, whatever, has really come down to allow more people to access it. And I was talking to my last guest actually about this. She's a Pilates instructor, and we were talking about that being both a good thing and a bad thing. It's bad in the way that anyone can do it, and sometimes it's inevitably going to put people at risk, because you will have unskilled instructors who are telling people what to do and potentially causing problems. On the other side, it's good because for the same reason anyone can do it. So then you're encouraging more people to learn about the practice. But okay, and so that's what our take was. We were thinking, we were saying no, that's okay. So I was agreeing with her and saying that it's great that more people can now they can do like a 2-day workshop and then they get involved in the practice. And then if they really care and want to grow as an instructor, it's going to take them years to become quite good anyways. But in those years of teaching, they'll kind of just learn it as they go along. But then again, you disagree. Why do you disagree?
Oh, it's like again, I will take sushi example.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone can eat.
Yeah.
But do you need really to make it?
Yeah.
You don't need. Right.
Yeah.
You don't need to make it an open shop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you want to eat, just go. Anyone can eat.
Yeah.
Go to shop, eat.
Interesting.
So practicing, anyone can practice. You don't need to be a yoga teacher.
Yeah.
But if you are going to be the best one.
Yeah.
At least from your side.
Yeah.
You don't need to be best from other side. Other people compare, but your best one. It's not like just, I want to be yoga teacher and hang one certificate here. So this is like that way. That's why it is always bad way to promote yoga.
Yeah.
To be a yoga teacher. Better to have more students, make your class more happy one than giving certificate.
What does a normal day look like in terms of how you practice yoga?
How my day start?
Yeah.
My day start like a 4:30.
Okay.
Mostly because my first class is always 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So I prepare myself first. I do meditate.
Okay.
I do stretch because I have lots of injuries.
Okay.
From everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I need bed stretch.
Yeah.
Really good stretch.
Yeah.
Because I was in karate, Muay Thai, wrestling.
Yeah.
So I broke almost my every part.
Oh wow. Okay.
This is also one thing that yoga helps me a lot day to day to walk straight.
Yeah.
Because I broke almost like my all bones.
Yeah.
From here to here, everything. So yoga literally bring me back from death.
Okay.
So that's why I respect yoga like anything.
Okay.
So I do yoga that time. Then I start teaching yoga.
7:30.
7:30.
So between 4:30 and 7:30, you're essentially meditating and practicing your own yoga.
Have a lemon water, have a coffee, and then fresh and my practice. And meditation, and then prepare myself. This is I think Indian priest things before leaving. I take shower. And then I pray. Chanting mantra. Then I leave.
Okay.
So it's little lengthy one.
And then 7:30 you teach, and then what is the rest of like maybe a normal day or a busy day kind of look like? Do you teach at 7:30? That's an hour?
No, basically 7:31 is like a 45 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, or sometimes online one is 30.
Okay.
So, but back-to-back classes.
Okay.
So, like for example, today I taught like a 2 class already. And then I come here.
Yep.
So then after like I will have little gap for my lunch maybe, or I meet my friend or something. Then again afternoon class, then night class. Yeah, something like this.
Okay.
If audition is there, I make time for audition. If shoot is there, then everything is cancelled.
Everything's cancelled for shoot. Yeah,
just for shooting.
And then what percentage of yoga and modeling are you doing now? Is like 90% yoga, 10%
I try to do at least 1 shoot in a month.
Okay.
This is the minimum I want to do. Like at least I want to remember how I'm a model.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And if it is good job, I can do more.
Okay.
Another shoot I have to do is just for YouTube.
Yeah.
So my YouTube channel, but that I don't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a person who's represents? Is there a person you'd consider to be a role model?
Shiva.
Shiva. Okay. Shiva is another Hindu god, correct?
Yeah, he became god.
Okay.
He was actually the first yogi.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
He calls like Adi Yogi.
Okay.
He is the person who actually founded yoga. Okay. And all yogi wants to be like him. He's my role model. I want to be like a Shiva.
Interesting.
Right.
What's Shiva's story? I don't know Shiva's story.
Shiva is the first yogi and he created yoga, then he taught to his wife, then he taught to first yogi. Yeah. It's like Snagatir, na?
Okay,
it's all going, so he became God.
You could say similar to maybe Christianity, Shiva was a living person.
Of course.
And then
in India,
Shiva
all gods are living person.
Were at one point living people who became like God. Deified, like became gods. Interesting.
It's like a Buddha. Buddha was also yogi.
Yeah.
He taught, he became great teacher, he became God.
Interesting. Or again, like Christ or anyone. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. I didn't realize that. I've always thought, I've never studied Hinduism, so I've always thought that they weren't necessarily living people who became deities. They were just deities. Like they just like Shiva's just the name of like a.
In India, actually, God is really like Bhagavan. We call Bhagavan.
Okay.
Bhagavan is like an interesting concept.
Okay.
They are like a role models.
Okay.
We want to be like them.
Yeah.
We want to gain their good qualities.
Yeah.
And we can be them. We believe that. It's not like a God. We cannot be God, and they're gonna judge you. There is no judging in India like that. Your karma gonna judge you.
So there's no shame for like how there's maybe Christian shame in that.
No.
Interesting. Everyone just aspires to be more like the God that they like.
Yes.
Or their family likes.
Actually, there is in yoga. There is called like a bhakti yoga.
Okay.
And in bhakti yoga, it's not like a devotion only.
Yeah.
It's like a love to God.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not afraid of God and doing good things.
Yeah.
You are loving God. That's why you are adopting the God's nature in you. And you do good things.
Interesting. Okay.
So doing same thing, but perspective is different.
So then would a different Indian yogi have a completely different role model based on maybe their personality or their values?
Sure.
Okay.
Anyone can have
But there are any number, like it's not like everyone's. Like it's not as though Shiva's the god of yoga and then every yogi wants to be like Shiva.
People can follow other people, anyone.
Okay.
Then himself can be Shiva.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. You see the number of people in his starting, Buddha was, I think he was also believing in a Shiva and he was doing Hatha Yoga before. He was Hatha Yogi.
Yeah.
And then he became Buddha.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now his follower is become trying to be Buddha. Right?
Yeah. He was following somebody else.
So it's like this.
Okay. Interesting. What do you normally eat?
Indian curry.
Really?
Yes.
And you make it at home or you go out to eat it?
Basically I make.
Okay.
And for example, like I go out also, so because I cannot eat red meat.
Yeah.
So I'm basically in Japan. I have only like curry.
Yeah,
to
but
eat.
that means like chicken, fish, pork, Kikuyu. So within Kenya there are many tribes, just like in India. There's tons of tribes and languages. So my family's tribe we are Kikuyu. So my name is Kikuyu. Everyone in my family is basically Kikuyu, and then there are other tribes. There's Luo and Kalenjin, and lots of other tribes.
You people were fighter?
No. So we were not. So there are tribes that are fighters. Like the Luo are typically like the artists and musicians. The Kikuyu are usually the like not physical, not fighters, but like we've always been the biggest tribe. It's like 60% or something of Kenya, and also they've always been the people who have been involved in business. Exactly.
Farming.
Exactly, business and farming and like industry, like not oil, but like things like that. Railroads.
Using here.
Correct.
Here.
But not so academic. The academics are actually considered to be the which tribe? Oh, I can't remember. There's like a tribe that's considered to be the academics. That's not the Kikuyus. The Kikuyus are just like business savvy, like very kind of ingenuitive. Like okay, there's water over there. We have land over here. How do we connect these kind of people? So like and it's funny how some of that becomes true even now when I consider myself coming here and starting what I do now, and my family, like we have a lot of people who have started things, my cousins and stuff. So it's like very interesting that I think it's tribally who we are, but then it's kind of a part of our culture, and so we identify with it. So we want to kind of live in alignment with that identity, and then we end up creating our own kind of work. Anyways, that's a side thing. Yes. What I was going to say is that the food we eat is very similar in many ways to lots of Indian food. So we actually, one of the foods I grew up eating all the time was called chapati, which is obviously Indian, but it's different. So the chapati that we had was basically dough rolled out in a circular fashion, and it was basically flatbread that we made by frying it on a pan, which is a little bit different than what actual chapati is. And then we would take that chapati and we'd tear it off, and we would always make stew, which is basically curry, but with different spices. And then we'd scoop the stew in the curry and then eat that, which is very much comes directly from India. And in fact, in Kenya, there are tons of Indians, lots and lots of Indians. They're very close, right? Kenya's on the water, India's right there. So I spent my life eating a lot of food that's like Indian food because like the names of it is Indian, like chapati. And then also one of my best friends, Varun, I spent tons of time at his place eating lots of Indian food. And then I've been to India twice. I lived there for a month, so I'm very kind of familiar with the food.
Fusion.
The fusion, and how influential it's been. Because now there's, curry exists everywhere, I'm sure, but there, like when you think of like where does curry come from, like we think curry is like in Indian food, like that's the origin.
Because still we are producing the most spices.
Yeah, that must be why, exactly. So, okay, so basically curry, and then is that curry for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or do you cook a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I love to feed people.
Yeah.
So like if I have a students or meeting, like people, so I just make more extra, or I focus them to make, and I just eat from there.
Yeah.
So I cook a lot.
Okay.
Actually, because I love cooking.
Okay.
So,
Okay. And then if you were going to speak to somebody who's interested in becoming a yoga practitioner, what would you say to him or her?
Practice.
Okay. Where? So like I want to become a yoga, I want to do yoga. Where do I do it? How do I do it?
The most important is to practice.
Okay.
Then you can check teacher. Okay. There are no one in the world that yoga is not for you. Okay? Just you have to change the teacher. If that teacher is not good, change the teacher. Go to another teacher. I'm not saying you should come to the best teacher. You can. You can always have a best teacher, but change, keep changing. You will get the best one for you. So practice.
And so even to take it one step more simple, here I am. I don't have a yoga mat. I don't really even own athletic clothing. I've never done yoga in my life. I don't know what it is.
How to start?
Yeah, how do I start?
Just breathe. Start breathing. First you start to focus on your breathing. Like even you don't need to sit like in a lotus pose. You can just sit straight your back and you start breathing. First breathing, then alternate breathing. Then you do like a holding, kumbhaka. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold.
Yeah.
First you do like these.
Yeah.
It will like first change your mood.
Yeah.
Your dopamine will increase a lot. The best part about yoga, when you are doing yoga like a 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, all the time you are releasing dopamine.
Yeah.
So, like people say, like in yoga you lose weight. You are not losing calories.
Yeah.
What you are doing, you are losing, you are decreasing the percentage of cortisol.
Yeah.
And increasing the percentage of dopamine.
Yeah.
Automatically you are losing fat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the inside things. Like I usually say, like, you know, inner engineering kind of things. How you build yourself, rebuild yourself from inside.
Yeah.
So it's like this. You know, force yourself to make more dopamine. Keep yourself always happy.
Yeah.
These kind of things you can do in day-to-day life. And see.
So actually, on a personal note now,
yoga is having 80 steps.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara.
Yes. I've heard of these, and I'm not too familiar, but I've heard of these.
So the meat is coming, the breathing, pranayama.
Yeah.
And what is the meaning of pranayama? Prana is your vital energy. Ayama is controlling.
Yeah.
So, and it's all start from your breathing.
Controlling your vital energy, which is your breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your breath, if you have control of your breath, you can control your mood, you can control how you work, and no one can take your peace, you know.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you start to notice when you are happy, how your breath is, when you are angry, how your breath is, then you can change your breathing pattern and you can keep your mood as you want.
Boom. Tarun, thank you.
Welcome.
Guys, thank you for seeing us out through this episode with Tarun. If you guys have questions about yoga, you know who to ask. And please remember to subscribe, hit the notifications button, and give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys, you can drop comments in the comments below. If you want to connect with Tarun, you can find his YouTube channel. It's Omoshiroi Gaijin, which I'll put in the description below. As well, you can find him on Instagram under Tarun Shekhar. Shekhar, not Tarun. Shekhar. We'll put that in the comments below as well.
A little difficult.
That's okay. I'll put that in the description. So, thank you guys for joining. I hope you learned something. Take care, guys. Thanks for joining.
Dhanyawad.
See ya.